Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot reading for all Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks to everyone for all the support. We are finally out on the other side of Tarot Gate. What a nightmare that was, but I could not have made it through without all of you, and I can't tell you enough how much that meant to me. And if you are new here, welcome. I post new readings on Friday, then again on Monday. So if a reading doesn't fit, just come back in a couple of days. You can watch a new reading. Fridays are always a general reading, so today's reading will bring in aspects of money, love, moving, anything you could ask about. Mondays are a different style every week. You're just going to have to come back to see what those are all about. And if you like tarot and you like the channel, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to Higher Source Tarot. What advice do you have for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Sagittarius need to know, please, for the best and highest good of all involved with Sagittarius? Messages for Sagittarius, please. Wow, cards were kind of sticky there. All right, we'll start here with the tarot. Then we'll have the Angel Answers Oracle. You have the Six of Pentacles, just making sure that was all. The Page of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the World, the Ten of Pentacles, and we've got the Knight of Wands. Well, I definitely see you as moving forward here. In the two sixes, those are beauty, harmony, and reciprocity. I feel like they are trying to tell you don't have to worry, especially those of you that it has to do with money or a job, that you've been sort of, I just feel like this sense of almost free-floating anxiety. And somebody here too, you may find you're asking yourself, what am I thinking about that's creating this uncomfortable feeling? Because you have a new opportunity, a new cycle showing up here. I do feel like somebody here, if it's been a job, with that Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, you are going to move forward. And if it's been a situation where you feel like you weren't compensated, like you were putting in the work but not making the money for it, here's where a shift comes in. Now, for some of you with romance too, I do feel like there's been a bit of a stalemate there, but I see a partnership moving forward with that Three of Wands. It's like they're trying to tell you the wait is over. Those of you that feel like, when the hell is it going to be my turn? Well, how about now? So the Six of Pentacles also brings in the scales of Libra. You have Leo, Taurus here. We have Earth, Fire, and we do have air as well. So the Six of Pentacles, like we were saying, it's like there's been some kind of an imbalance that's going to be corrected. And I got it right away with money, but I also get it in terms of a job where you just, somebody has not been getting compensated for what they've been doing. And I also feel like too, there may have been a bit of a struggle to get ahead financially. Like it just seems like somebody here may have had some debt that was posing one of those things where you feel like you're on this hamster wheel, right? You're making money, but it's like it just seems to not put a dent in it. I do feel like you have a solution coming in. So with that Nine of Swords, they're trying to tell you, don't worry about it, Sagittarius. You have a solution coming in here that's going to feel a lot more balanced, especially too if you feel like, look, I haven't been having any fun. I haven't had a vacation in a long time, that sort of thing. I also see too with the Six of Swords and the World, that's wonderful energy for moving, but for some of you, it may involve travel as well. And so those of you that are saying, I'm actually, it's not a vacation, but I'm actually moving because I can see there's opportunities elsewhere for me. It's your turn. It's your time to move on. But I also will say too, with this Page of Pentacles, you are going to be getting more education. This is the lifelong student, so more training, things that are going to help you in your skill set. But I also feel like you're going to feel valued. So if you have something too, where you've had I hear tyrannical boss, somebody who's a real bully at work. I just feel like they're kind of gruff and they expect a lot and a bit abrasive. Abrasive is probably the best word I can find. I do feel like you have this kind of energy coming towards you. This appreciation, respect, even adoration, saying, hey, we all work together. I get a Three of Pentacles feeling. Now, for some of you, if it was a house where you've been trying to move or even an apartment or something, you keep trying to move and it seems like You just can't seem to get ahead in that damn rat race of, you know, it's almost like this competitive feeling, like I've got to be in there or else it just doesn't, the opportunities just seem to go right through my fingers. I do feel like you may have an opportunity even to sublet something or rent somebody's house, something like that, where it may not be your ideal, but it's on the right path. So even if you say, this is actually a solution I had not thought of, I'm telling you, if you get changed, choose a new direction in those angel cards, I'll scream. Because I feel like they're trying to tell somebody here, part of it is just your focus, opening yourself up to more, to greater, to other opportunities that you might not have been willing to see that are great opportunities for you. So with the Six of Swords, you may find you get a phone call, you get communication all of a sudden, that you really say, you know what, I'm done with this wavy water over here. I'm done swimming against the current and trying to get this to work in a way that just doesn't seem like it's going. You're going to have things go forward now. So anybody with moving, this is a wonderful energy. But I will say too, you do have money coming in. So if you are the one that vacation has eluded you for quite a while, I do feel like even if you go to a new job, you may find that you can plan within the next, I hear 90 days. Start to at least make plans and say, I am going to be able to do this. And things that seemed out of your grasp are going to become fully within your grasp, within reach. And so the Six of Swords is a wonderful energy of partnership also. You have it several times. This feeling of community. I actually heard communion. I'm not quite sure why or how to make that make sense. But community, I want to, let's go with that because that makes a little more sense. This feeling of being with other people who all kind of want the best and highest good for one another. So whatever was around you that felt so competitive and kind of edgy, it just had an edge to it. I do feel like you're moving forward where things are going to be a lot easier and where things just seem to come into your experience a lot easier, like we said, like it's just lighter. And so the Three of Wands, we said, when is your time? Well, your time is now. So with this Three of Wands, it is a card of waiting, but it is a card also of success. Threes are about synthesis. So even with this right in the middle, it's that fiery energy. I do feel like you make the plan, but this is where things come forward, especially with the World. It's a new cycle and it delivers with this energy together. So I do feel like too with that Three of Wands, there's not a worry here. There's not so much heaviness like we have with this blasted Nine of Swords. So the good news is about the Nine of Swords is nines are about realizations. So I do feel like with this, you may come to the realization that you have a lot more support than you were aware of. You may also come to the realization that there's something better for you that you just you weren't aware of it. You weren't open to the idea. And so if you're up at night, if you're restless, if you're saying, are these plans going to go through? Is this going to happen? I'm turning to tarot because I want to know the answers. I want the divine to speak through the cards. The cards don't lie. Okay, when these start to show up, they're here to communicate with you. So they're trying to tell somebody you've got needless worry. Everything is working out for you. It always is. But this is also an energy that shows the black in the background. It can represent contrast, all right? Those experiences, those bumping up against experiences. And so our best resource against those is just to go easy. Let go of some of this so that there's not so much friction. But I will say too, those of you that are single and are saying, am I going to find this person? I feel like with the Knight of Wands, you have a love interest who comes in and they are charismatic. They can match your energy. And so I feel like they're trying to tell you, there's 8 billion people here. There are plenty to choose from. So with the World energy, the Dancer of the Tarot, it's the final major arcana. It's a very mature energy and it is truly nirvana. So with this wreath of victory, these little red things, these are those infinity symbols that say you have new opportunities. They're the number 8, and so it's momentum, it's vibration, it's being in flow. So those of you who move, you are not going to look back. I do see a move happening here. And once it starts to get into motion, it's going to feel easy, like things happen quickly. If you have things to sell because it's a long move and you decide, I needed to get rid of some of this because it's just going to be too much to ship it. I feel like you're going to make those decisions easily. You won't have extra things that you don't need and you won't regret anything you don't bring. It really is a time for you where everything's coming together. Now, in terms of a partnership, You do have a partner for life who comes in here. You've met your match when you see the World. Now, if you're in a relationship already and you've just been in a challenging cycle with this person, I do feel like you're going to come out of that. You have it many, many times here. You've got a wonderful energy of partnership. And you have it here too with the Ten of Pentacles. You see these two in the background? It's harmony, but there's lots of pairs here too, aren't there? But this pairing in particular, it's like they're the only two people in the world. They only have a focus and attention for one another. So they're not distracted. They're not distracted by problems, but ultimately the money comes in here. It is the wealth card. So in terms of finances, it's absolute perfection. Now, if you're selling things too, if you are trying to figure out, you're planning a move and you're starting to sell things right now to get ready, I do feel like you're going to have quite a bit of money coming in, and it's going to be kind of exhilarating. That's the word I get, is exhilarating. And I know that we don't want to, it's not about the shiny stuff, right? The money showing up, but it does build a sense of security, doesn't it? And so overall with this, so it is a card of happiness, people getting along, things falling into place for you. So that Knight of Wands I mentioned, I do feel like you may have somebody who comes in, he's cloaked in gold, which is wonderful. It's a positive energy coming in. And it may be somebody too who doesn't take life too seriously. They don't get bogged down in stressful situations. They tend to just keep moving forward. Now, there may be a piece to that too, where there may be times you want them to take things a little more seriously, like you want to have a serious conversation, and you might have to get their attention a little bit because that's just not how they're wired. And it's for a reason. They like to kind of have joy in the journey, and they don't like to be too serious because they find it at times that it can bring in stress. So with this, so let's see, because they do bring a lot of fun. That Knight is that swept away kind of energy. It's like, get on the back of the horse, we're moving. And again, anybody that's making plans with a job or travel, it's moving forward, and all of a sudden it's like you make a plan and there you are. It happens quickly. So let's see. I hear put the pedal to the metal. Who uses that 1970s phrase? You don't hear that one much anymore. I love it. Okay. You have here helpful people. So I think I mentioned that. You have it many times in the reading. The right people showing up. Ask for help from others. Don't be shy about that, Sagittarius. You have improving health. So if you've had something, again, weighing on you with that Nine of Swords, I don't see that sticking around within the next few weeks. And we've got it. I'm not going to scream and scare you. But damn it, they're saying it here too. Choose a new direction. Be open, okay? Because I feel like there's more opportunities for you than you might realize. But good things are on the way for you, Sagittarius. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.